Shavua Tov, Gute Woche. I am Rafael Rabinovich, and I would like to tell story number 173 of the Shivchei HaBaal Shem Tov. The title of the story is Malachim Liyamin HaBaal Shem Tov Shin Dalet Im Lesmolo. I'm not saying the full word. Shivchei HaBaal Shem Tov is the oldest source of Baal Shem Tov stories ever published, and the title of the story, translated into English, is Angels to the Right of the Baal Shem Tov, and this means called the Shin Dalet, to his right, to his left. I should make a quick note that these are negative spiritual beings, and the translation in English, if you look at the dictionary, is demons. I am sort of anxious to use it, and not so much like using this literal translation, because we'll get a non-Jewish idea of what these Shin Dalets are. So they are not at the service of a separate entity of evil, because there is only God in the world. There is no other entity in power of everything. But they are, as will be described in the story, they are liars, they are tricksters, they are not good beings. Just to make clear what the story is about. Says the author of the Shivchei HaBaal Shem Tov. Here is the story. Once I was in the Kehila of Tolchin. I was in the holy community of Tolchin with a man called Rav David. And at the time, there was happening the engagement between the Chassid, our teacher Rav Baruch, and the Chassid Rav David, Rav Yosef, the son of Rav Michel of blessed memory. Who is it talking about? Rav Yosef of Yom Paul, the son of Rav Michel of Zlochov, whom I have mentioned in other stories before, here in the Shivchei HaBaal Shem Tov, story 181, story 208. So his son Yitzchak of the Brovich was getting engaged, and they will eventually to get married, or then to get married to the daughter of Rav Baruch of Mezhigush. So in the story they're mentioning the parents, the important people, but it's their sons, the son and daughter, who are getting engaged. Okay, so when the author of the Shivchei HaBaal Shem Tov comes and meets this Rav David at the time of this engagement event, Rav David heard from Rav Yosef in the name of the Baal Shem Tov that the Baal Shem Tov sent angels in front of him, meaning angels that will come with him, will be sent to the front. And he said that the Baal Shem Tov mentioned that in front of Yaakov Avinu, angels likewise will walk to his right, and the Shin Dalet, demons, will walk to his left. Explain, demons is not the exact translation, but okay. So in front of the Baal Shem Tov, likewise, there were angels to his right and there were demons to his left. Yet the Baal Shem Tov did not want to use the Malachim, the angels, because they are holy. Don't want to misuse something holy, don't want to use something personal, even with a good intention, something so holy. Also did not want to use the demons, for they are liars. Trickster liars, they're not honest beings. Once, the story of the engagement is when he hears this. Now he's going to refer a different story. Once, a widow, an almana, lived in a town, in a property that was given to her as a rental property by the poets, a property from which she was making money, either an inn or a place where they serve alcohol or whatever it is. And another man came to take the arrende away from this widow, willing to pay a higher price to the poets, to the Polish landowner. His intention was to take away the source of subsistence for the widow. So he went to the poets, and a Shin Dalet, a demon, comes to the Baal Shem Tov and says, send me to him. And the Baal Shem Tov did not want to. The Shin Dalet insisted that he should be sent. And he would be willing to listen to anything the Baal Shem Tov says. Send me and I'll do whatever you say. Finally, the Baal Shem Tov sent him. And he said, be very careful. Don't do any damage to him. Don't do any wrong to him. Only when he wants to speak to the poets, cover his mouth. Put your hand and cover his mouth. Don't let him do the deal with the poets. Well, the Shin Dalet allowed the man to do whatever he wanted and to get the arrende deal, the rental deal away from the widow, and to get the new contract signed in his name. And when he arrived to a bridge, the Shin Dalet made him trip and fall. The Baal Shem Tov ran and arrived and forced the Shin Dalet to get out, to leave this man alone without having caused him any damage. And the Shin Dalet, lying again saying a lie, he said, you see, I do as you told me. I did as you told me, which again was a lie. And I don't remember exactly, I guess the details, this is the author, I don't remember, but seems to me that the man was able to get up healthy and strong, meaning he survived this fall. Regarding the story of the man who wants to take away the property of the widow, we'll see in next week's story. I am Rafael Rabinovich, and I'm telling all the stories of the Shivchei Baal Shem Tov one by one, with the hopes, intentions to have this book thoroughly translated and published in Spanish. And I'm telling here in the channel in English and in Spanish 2 videos every week that you can come, subscribe, give a like, tell your friends, and I appreciate any contributions for the goal of having the book translated and for keeping the channel going. You can see links below. I appreciate the contributions. In merit of the stories of Baal Shem Tov, may all the Jews who are in enemy hands return immediately, safe, without any further condition, home, and may the ground of that land, of that corner of the land of Eretz Israel, return to Jewish hands equally safely and without any further problems or conditions. Shavua Tov, a gute Woche.